Didn't hear that. All right. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Boom. Oh, and Nat's already glitching out. There we go. All right, you're with us. You're here. All right.
Am I?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ruff Report, and I am your host, Jimmy Ruffian, and joins me is co-host Jessica and Nat. Nat and I reporting live from Ottawa, and Jessica in Hamilton.
That's me up here, down here.
In good old Steel Town, my hometown. Yeah.
Not my hometown. Came here for college, never left.
Oh, really?
That's how they get you.
Where were you from originally?
I spent the first 20 years of my life, or most of 20 years of my life, between Belleville and Trenton area.
Okay.
I was born in Trenton, technically.
Oh, nice. Technically.
I was born in Trenton. I grew up in Belleville, so I was
in the car driving from Trenton.
Father in Trenton, so every other weekend was in Trenton. You know, it's only a 20-minute drive between the two. So.
All right, I'm taking a little hit from my vape here.
Yeah, James isn't going to ask me about my lineage because he'll be here for the entire hour.
Yeah, she's been everywhere. Yeah. I already know this.
I lived in Edmonton for a bit when my dad was in the army.
Ooh,
on the base there.
How was that?
I went to school on the base, so we didn't leave. Like, it was weird. My school had like 300. Like, we didn't do class photos. We had like one rooftop photo because the classes were so small.
Okay then.
Well.
Yeah.
All right. So we have a few topics on the docket today,
and they're all ridiculous.
Because
everything's ridiculous now.
Because everything is ridiculous now. This is the reality that we're living in. For instance, this is an actual photo, from what I understand. Actual photo. From,
I saw it. It is. Yeah.
This is a thing that really happened. Yeah.
No, I was there. Like, I saw it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
It's true fact.
You can see me in the corner. Yeah.
It's just like when the flash is right in front of your subject, it just reveals a lot of things. So obviously, this is a thing that happened with the Pam Bondi Epstein files hearing, where, unsurprisingly, she just kept denying things the entire time, or deflecting or pointing elsewhere and things like that. Like, what is this? We have Al Jazeera, the key takeaways from what that was supposed to be. Over the span of 5 hours on Wednesday, United States lawmakers questioned Attorney General Pam Bondi over the Justice Department's handling of documents related to the convicted late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Bondi, testifying before the House Judiciary Committee, defended the DOJ's handling of the release of the Epstein files and said there are pending investigations in the case.
And yet there's nothing in the case, and yet there is no case, and yet.
Yeah. Like, the idea is to be confusing here, right?
Yeah.
Like that is Pam Bondi's goal, is to clog up the pipeline with so much bullshit. Because again, this is Steve Bannon's strategy that he said even back in 2016, clog the pipeline with nonsense to the point that nobody really knows what's what. Yeah. And so they're all kind of following that playbook. And
at the same time, so, like, yes, it's a playbook, but also simultaneously, their lies are the playbook, but the fact that everything is happening, it doesn't mean that everything is a distraction. Everything is literally important. They're doing many bad things simultaneously.
Mhm.
So it's like we don't need to pick one bad thing.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, broadly, we don't need to pick one bad thing, but like prosecutors should pick one bad thing and focus on
Yes.
that. But we're not
Yeah.
prosecutors, and so we're allowed to be upset about everything. I think
Yes.
the cats are knocking something over downstairs, and I don't know what it could be.
They're acting up because
So
they know we're distracted.
I'm gonna go for a second because I need to know if anything was broken. So just
Fair
give
enough.
me a sec.
Fair enough.
Okay.
During her opening statement on Wednesday, Bondi, a prosecutor from Florida, defended her record of addressing sexual abuse, which I think is an interesting point to bring up because Pam Bondi was the prosecutor for Florida. For Florida, like she was Florida's I'm forgetting the American terminology here. What is her position now? The like head of the DOJ or whatever.
Yeah.
She was basically
Attorney General?
Attorney General. Thank
Yeah.
you. God, how did
Took
I
me a second.
forget?
Yeah.
No, I was blanking
Totally,
with
it's
you.
totally blanked out of my mind for a second there. But yeah, she was the Attorney General for Florida while the Mar-a-Lago case and investigation happened with involving Epstein and all that stuff. And I guess she did such a good job covering all that up. Donald Trump tagged her along to the national level where she is trying to repeat that success.
Yeah.
And so far, I
No one stopped her.
No-
So far she's successful.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's for an abundance of skill.
No, it's just a abundance of either lack of people who aren't in the files or a lack of broadly the cojones to call what is happening what it is and
Yeah.
actually deal with the reality as opposed to like the niceties that we imagined from 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Because we're not dealing with the same governments that we were 30 years ago. We are not by
No.
any metric.
No,
Like,
it
there
is
should be, like,
and
a
it's more
social
intense.
contract.
Yeah, it is more intense, solidified
A
version
Bush
of.
Senior argued that immigrant children should go to public school.
And he was a
Yeah.
Republican.
Yeah.
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 You know, now we don't even get Democrats that'll advocate for that. Are you kidding?
Yeah, because at the time, what was convenient for Bush and what he wanted was legitimacy for the war in Iraq, and of course he used ICE and all that stuff to persecute Muslims and back his whole thing with that. So the idea of making it like an immigration and border issue, I don't think was just part of his strategy at that time. He didn't want to go there. That wasn't the greater Republican goal. The greater Republican goal was to legitimize the war, and part of that was and part of manufacturing that consent was the demonization of Muslim immigrants. So when he was talking about immigrants should be welcome here and stuff like that, he was quite obviously talking about south of the border, right? He wasn't talking about the Middle East because ICE was actively created to persecute those people. And
I mean that's Bush Jr. That's not Bush
Bush
Sr.
Jr.
Oh, Bush Jr. Sorry.
I
was
was
getting mixed up
farther
there.
back.
Because like Bush Sr. he was also a Republican.
Yeah.
It's not like his son like suddenly would turn to the right or anything. It's a family thing. But it's just the Bush Jr. He absolutely pushed that anti-Arab sentiment, and not that it was a difficult thing because if you look at the median culture around folks from the Middle East, anytime ever, basically, in Hollywood, they're always the villain, and so it was an easy sell. Like that's just how they played those characters,
right?
And
every Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking even of fucking Back to the Future, like the Libyans. I mean, the Libyans are North Africans, but they're so adjacent to the Middle East that, and so like they, it falls into the same the same bucket of who they deem to be terrorists and dangerous people.
So yeah, like now fast forward to now, the scary people to manufacture consent over an authoritarian government is those scary immigrants. And of course we've seen all the fallout from ICE with that. But like, yeah, as you were saying with like distractions, it's so easy to say, oh, they're trying to distract us from this, they're trying to distract us from that. But like what's happening with ICE in the streets, and what's happening with ICE in the streets and what's happening with the DOJ and the Epstein files, I think not one is not a distraction from the other. They're just both evil things.
They're
doing. And they're all connected.
Yeah.
They are all connected. You could even draw that line all the way to Gaza. Like that's all connected. Like the same companies that are funding ICE and giving ICE their weapons are the same companies that run the jails and
because
the border.
They tried them out there because that's where it was politically okay to do so.
Over in West Bank. So it's like, like it's all connected. You know, so you're allowed to
the rich boys
focusing on one club is focusing on all of them. Yeah, like that's it's just
like kind of look at the whole picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw out a woke word here. It's intersectional.
What?
Well, it's so funny to see, like, finally this like very clear evidence of a lot of the massive conspiracy theories that the right has been going crazy over for like 10, 20 years. And all of it was kind of
calls coming from inside the house.
Exactly. Well, like, the whole thing with Epstein and Ghislaine being part of like being very influential people on 4chan and Reddit, and how they were basically pumping the QAnon stuff through that, and the whole Pizzagate thing. It seems like there's a strong possibility, this is speculative of course, that Epstein was the one responsible for starting QAnon. Or the people connected to him, or that network was responsible for starting QAnon and then doing the whole Pizzagate thing, right? And so he was basically doing the espionage thing where you always blame the enemy, always deflect to the person you want to paint as the enemy. Whatever it is you're doing that if you got caught, it would look bad. Get ahead of it, accuse your enemy of doing it. Therefore, anything they say after that is, oh, you're just trying to, no, you me, like put it,
I'm rubber, you're glue.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it sounds infantile, but it's been fucking effective.
Well,
right? Being the first one to say it is effective. It is. It does have an effect on people.
Yeah.
And even taking like something that's actually happening and making it so ridiculous, like Pizzagate. It's like you read the messages. They were just like, yeah, I have children. Like they weren't like, oh God, it's pizza and it's a pepperoni.
No, they're just straight up.
They were just saying it.
I saw a comment the other day that said that, where somebody talking about like a celebrity was asked what their favorite food was, and they said pizza, and then there were a couple people in the comments who are like, oh, it's crazy how you can't trust when these people
that's what
say pizza anymore.
Is. They were all like,
you're still on this
pizza party.
I mean, that's so the gaslighting is everywhere as part of 4chan.
But then like we're actually seeing the real evidence of the conspiracy, where if these guys wanted to feel smart, they could come out and go, see, I told you, but they're not.
It's their guy.
It's their guy. So they're just like, oh, this is all fake. It's all made up.
Oh yeah, like the thing to protect Trump now is that he was like the whistleblower or whatever on it.
He was secretly trying to take him down the whole time.
Yeah, he was only with the children because he was undercover.
Man, I don't even think MAGA believes that. You know what I mean? Like, I think like they might say it because they want to defend their boy, and there's that sense of like, I got to protect my reality. But I feel like for a lot of these people, I really believe that in the back of their heads, they know.
But like they only said that to my knowledge, so far as it's come across my feed, they only tried to say that like once. Am I crazy?
It comes back?
It's one of those things that sort of floating around.
It never sticks. Every time something new comes up, I see it start again.
I think they say it when it's just convenient to say it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, that's
And
Mike
nothing
Johnson
else.
is Speaker of the House, right?
Sorry?
Mike Johnson, Speaker of
Yes.
the House?
Yes.
Okay. So he's only said it once. Am I right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Like,
So
I'm
that's what I
talking
mean by
about like
it's been
the
said
mega
once.
Yeah.
people.
No, like
that they have.
the mega. I don't even know what the word they're saying at all
Yeah.
times. Anyways,
Cult members.
Yeah.
Priests,
Well, they can't go into denying it too much and saying it too often, right? They
No.
they gotta
no,
be
but what I'm saying is
strategic.
that like that was just so flimsy that
Yeah.
that he only dared say it once, because if he tried to push that, then right?
Then they have to prosecute someone.
Well,
Like
then they have to
that's
prosecute
that's
someone.
what it is. You can't be the whistleblower. And what we know, it wasn't just Epstein. So eventually you have to
Yeah.
whistleblow. Like who else is it?
But just like
Yeah.
the entire thing was built on sand, and so they're just like, we can't go any place
Yeah.
with
No.
this. So like we
And-
tried it didn't work, and we gotta cut our losses and like not.
And just like
not
how
going.
how obvious the kind of botching and butchering of this whole thing is. Like, this is a purposefully incompetent DOJ, right?
Oh yeah,
like
absolutely. Yeah, 1000%.
right here, the Epstein victims were present, with several victims of Epstein seated behind her in the hearing room. Bondi forcefully defended the department's handling of the files related to the well-known connector financier, an issue that has dogged her tenure. Now, if you remember last week, we talked about how a release of a bunch of those files accidentally revealed victims,
Mhm.
accidentally put targets on them and named them. And some of those people were saying, wow, I feel like they're really doing this on purpose and messing with us. And The fact that that wasn't reiterated in some of these articles, I feel like was a bit of malpractice, because I think that's something that's truly
I
important
think
that
it's
bears
all
reminding.
malpractice at this fucking point.
Yeah. Like, there is a lot of journalistic malpractice happening.
Every fucking word.
And yeah, there's a number of reasons, I think, why that's happening. But
Who owns the papers?
yeah, who owns the papers?
Yep.
That being a big part of it. Al Jazeera, I don't think is.
No,
I
I'm
don't know
talking
who
about
owns
Washington Post.
Yeah, I was gonna
Like,
say Al
I'm looking at Al
Jazeera
Jazeera
is
right
one
now.
of
Yeah.
the few, because of their reporting on Palestine, that
Yeah.
I still like follow.
I
for
see them
actual
as
information.
pretty impartial. Yeah, and so just the fact that, like, they should have mentioned defended the department's handling of the files. It would have been just noted, like a little good bullet point to be like, yeah, because they did redact a bunch of stuff they were definitely not supposed to redact, and revealed a bunch of stuff they definitely weren't supposed to reveal. So just saying, oh, they're being criticized over their handling, it's like, no, let's give some strong bullet points over what that criticism is.
Over what that handling was specifically.
Yeah, be
like,
specific. That's what we're
Yes,
taught in
yes.
school.
Give people a little something to talk, because like when they read this article and then they go to somebody that later that they're maybe talking to about this, and they go, yeah, the mishandling of the files, and they go, and somebody might ask, well, what was the mishandling? And then that person goes, oh, well, the thing I read just said they mishandled it. Now it sounds flimsy, right?
I just want to interject for 1 sec. Jessica, you have a black cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I just saw this little like, we're on a paranormal show where this little goblin came up behind you in the dark and just like came up and left.
That's Gord. He's 16. He comes and goes as he pleases.
Oh,
he has
and
his
do you see
bed
his little
right
eyes
here.
shining right now? Is that his eyes? What is shining?
no.
Oh no, it's not his eyes. It was because of your it's because of where he was, and then there's two dots that I
It's
thought
my
were his
internet
eyes.
box. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
But,
oh,
yeah.
look, he's a
Oh, okay.
goblin. Anyway, don't worry. Sorry. My office is a mess. Otherwise, I would share more.
Yeah,
But I try taking my background.
it's good to cover it up. Yeah. No, you're doing good
I'm
there,
not
babe.
dealing with that today.
So yeah, during her opening remarks, Bondi deemed Epstein a monster and issued an apology to the victims. I am deeply sorry for what any victim has been through, especially as a result of that monster. That's a really weird phrase. That sounds so disingenuous. I'm sorry for what any victim's been through, especially. What do you mean, especially? That's the entire topic. What do you mean, especially? Like, it's just like pulling words out of her ass or something. I don't know. Like, that sounds so hollow.
And it's also like you can do something about it.
Yeah.
What?
Like,
Okay, you're sorry, and
I'm sorry. You're not sorry. You
No.
know, you're not
If you're sorry, you'd
You're
fucking
obviously.
do something about it, but you're not.
Because, and here's the thing, of course. At one point during the hearing, Representative Jayapal, a Democrat from Washington, asked the Epstein victims to raise their hands if they had not had a chance to meet with a member of the Justice Department. All the victims raised their hands.
Surprise.
Yes. And included Danielle Bensky, who met Epstein in 2004 when she was 17 years old. She has accused Epstein of sexually assaulting her. There was such a lack of empathy today. There was such a lack of honesty, humanity today, Bensky told NBC Programming after the hearing. So to the point where MAGA, like some MAGA figures have called her to resign. Some far right figures have surprisingly called her to resign. I don't know what the ultimate strategy is there. Like, you know, I saw an article quote Nick Fuentes as being one of the people calling for a resignation.
Yeah, he was.
And I'm like, why are we even bothering to quote this guy? Like anything he says has any genuine intention behind it. I think it's ridiculous that they even quoted him. But, you know, then you got like Tim Pool, who was a little more generous to her in defending her, but also like said she did not do a good job.
But here's the thing, is that like what people, okay, I'm going to roll it back to what you were saying last time about the show Andor. That's the name of the show, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Andor. How that was like a really good breakdown of fascism and you know, how it sort of like organizes itself and resistance, how they organize themselves. And so what that makes me think is that Pat Bondi thinks that she's in the inner circle and that she is immune. They will happily throw her into the meat grinder.
Well, I don't know if I saw that meme with like all like the women that have been forefront of the Republican Party lately, and like a lot of people are like, they're just putting these women up there to take the brunt of it. Because, you know, they're women.
Absolutely.
And it's just like, that makes sense. Like,
well, let's bear in mind, still to this day, you know, because Epstein is dead, still to this day, there is only one person behind bars from all of this.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Pam Bondi's response to that, to Maxwell being moved prison, she's like, "Oh, I just wasn't a part. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. That was the prison.
Nobody's responsible for anything, right?
No.
Nobody's responsible.
Nobody
for
knows
anything.
Anything. No one's responsible for anything. No one did anything. No one was there that day. They all had the vacation day at the same fucking time.
Someone signed the papers. Like what?
Yeah. And like, why is that public knowledge? I'm sure that's a matter of public record. Who signed off on that? I wonder if that's out there somewhere.
Yeah, but like honestly, the handmaiden's tale about it of like these fucking white women at the front of this thing thinking that they're going to be the exception and that they will in the end be the winners in this game. Like, no.
Yeah, that's
like
that's
you might be okay right now, but wow, you are such fodder. I mean, look at the Herman Cain Award, right? Like
Herman
what
Cain
happened?
Award. Remind me.
So he was in the previous Trump cabinet and he died of COVID.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Right? He was the black man who was in the Trump administration who died of COVID. So it's kind of like you are not exceptional. They will not protect you, whether by health policy, whether by, you know, protecting you from sexism. The fact that they have these women who are just like
these people
putting
in the
their face
Epstein
up front.
files definitely will protect women. Like what
right? Like that is their top priority.
So it's quite obvious. Like right from what Jayapal had brought up there, like, you know, oh, I'm so sorry to the victims. We're, you know, like we're like as if they really care about justice. I think the only thing worth really pointing out about that, especially like outside of Pam Bondi's like flailing and like going, no, you're a washed up lawyer, and like just that really weird shit like that would not be tolerated in any other. Like if you tried to do this 20 years ago at a hearing, the response would be like from pretty unanimous that that was so unacceptable. But we're just sort of going to wash over it, even though there's some criticism from MAGA figures and stuff like that. Of course, Pam Bondi is ultimately going to keep her position at the end of the day.
I mean, I wouldn't say ultimately. I think that being a woman...
I mean, for now, I doubt like maybe she'll be removed somewhere down the line, but I don't think they are.
Oh, I'm not saying immediately. I think she's still useful. I'm just
exactly.
I'm just saying that she's only there while she's useful.
Yeah, and I think she earned some good credit from helping out with the whole Mar-a-Lago investigation and helping to cover that up. And
absolutely.
And so this is their girl.
She knows where the bodies are buried.
And I think even this, like, it was bad performance, but she still didn't fold.
Exactly.
And I think that's the big thing.
Squeal,
like, she still didn't give in. She always just tried to keep going.
She humiliated herself and made herself look stupid, but she did not.
Yeah. She put herself on that sword and she didn't cry about it. Like, that was... She just did it.
She knew what her job was. She knew what the assignment was. And so, like what was the one other thing I wanted to point out? Because I thought it was a very good point. A friend of mine on Facebook, he's the only person I've seen make this point. So I have to credit him with it. Dean, if you're out there watching, because he's like, he said something to the effect of like, I can't help but to feel like the whole thing about the Dow being up as much as it's up and stuff like that. She wasn't trying to deflect that for the sake of the American people. She wasn't talking to, we got the Black Cat Party happening here.
Yeah. Competition.
Wonderful. Yeah, like she wasn't saying that for the American public to be
she
like...
She was saying that to the rest of the people in Congress who are also getting the same paychecks because they're also in insider trading.
They're all doing insider trading. It's essentially legal for them to do it. Some countries have a little more restrictions on this, but like even Canada, you're allowed to do trading, but they have some kind of safe walls up about it. America essentially has none.
Yeah, they used to have some, or at least they used to.
Yeah, isn't that
play
what
the
Martha
game,
Stewart went for?
Yeah.
Well, like another woman in prison.
Even with Trump, the first election of Trump, with the whole like, are you going to put your investments in a blind trust thing? He said, yeah, and then he handed it to his kids, which is obviously a huge conflict of interest because the kids were also heavily involved in the administration as well. So like he basically just ignored that, and then you quickly realized, oh, that's not actually a rule. That is a suggestion that he just basically went, oh, I don't have to listen to that, so I'm not going to do it.
And that's though.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
that was the entire first administration.
Yeah,
was
just steamrolling over conventions because it's like,
in finding out that no one's going to do anything.
Yeah, is this really a rule? Like, will I
and
get
then
in trouble
people
if
did
I
big
break
hand
it?
ringing, but then didn't actually do anything.
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh, it's
and we're still seeing that. Chuck Schumer, he's still playing that game of like, oh, if he does that, I might have to write another strongly worded open letter discouraging it. Like that's it's pretty obvious they're like purposefully incompetent, right? But yeah, like moving.
Like, there are a few people who are basically lifetime Democrats who I am 50-50 on whether they're complicit or whether they actually believe.
I mean, like Pelosi, just like there's an account on Twitter, I think, that like keeps track of Pelosi's trading and investment deals, and she always makes like big moves and big bets right before things happen, and it's like it's so obvious what she's doing, right? So, and Pam Bondi knows that that's something that's everybody's doing. So she is kind of saying, "Oh, the Dow is up 50,000." Like, because what she is saying, and it kind of ties to the whole thing about, "Oh, if you persecute everyone in the files, then the whole system will collapse."
Yeah. Good. It's good. It's a bad
but she's not talking to us.
She's not talking to the public when she's saying that. She's talking to the powerful. She's talking to her fellow politicians.
Yeah, she's starting to chew on me. She's starting to bite Mother. Can you not bite Mother? I'm doing a thing.
And yeah, so oh, you can't persecute him. The whole system will collapse. Do you really want to do that? And then like saying to them, oh, do you really want to get rid of Trump? He's giving you returns on all those investments you've been having. That's the thing that people should be reading about between the lines, because I feel like the narrative from that is like the general public hears that and goes, why is she even bringing that up? That's just crazy. Why is she bringing that up? And it's like, I think you should understand why she's bringing that up.
Yeah.
It wasn't just an insane thing coming out of left field in her desperate scrambling. Yes, it was desperate scrambling, but it wasn't completely out of left field. It did have a pointed direction to it.
It did have a very specific audience.
Yes, yes.
That wasn't the general public.
Exactly. Dog whistle, if you will.
Yeah, one of
that's
those.
kind of the textbook definition of it, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on to the next subject, the unfortunate subject, but I don't know if there's much left to say on it than what's already been said in the media, given what we know so far. But it seems it would be remiss for us not to touch upon it. So yeah, Tumbler Ridge here in Canada, in I believe like going up in the northern part of British Columbia, so opposite end of this great landmass from where we currently are. But nonetheless, Canada does not see this sort of thing happening very often, and we can attribute that largely to
culture and gun policy.
Culture and gun
Yes.
policy. Yeah, but as you're seeing a sort of like tightening of or an altering or an Americanization of our culture in how we view mental health, how we treat mental health, how we fund mental health. Canada has been generally a little bit better about this, generally, but I would say over the past number of years, they've gotten worse and worse at it. We've cut budget cuts and all
Our
those things.
healthcare in general has gotten worse and worse.
Yeah,
so...
yeah, and I can only imagine how it is out in BC. I don't know how much better or worse it is when it comes to that. I know parts of BC have higher cost of living than the rest of Canada does. Even Toronto, I think Vancouver is more expensive to live in than Toronto. The last I checked, which
I lived
is
in Vancouver,
insane to
and
think
that's
about.
been the case for
That
a while.
is bonkers to think about, because Toronto is so expensive.
I know.
So to think that Vancouver is more so is just so wild.
Like there's a lot of things. I'm gonna briefly interject. So one of the things that like James didn't mention when he's asking you where you came from, I've lived in 6 different provinces from BC to St. John's, Newfoundland, including like, you know, Ontario, Quebec, and Alberta, and in Manitoba. And like I've seen the cost of living in the past decade. I've seen the differences in the cost of living, and the differences in how we manage our public transit, the way that we manage a lot of things. And the thing that gets me every time is that these communities don't fucking talk to each other.
No.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things that like one place is doing really, really well that other communities can learn from, but they're not. It's sort of like I don't know if it's that the communities that don't have these resources are just ignoring that they're going happily other places, or if no one's let the secret out, or I don't quite understand the nuances of that. But what I do know is that, yes, sorry, there's so much hair happening right now.
I know, I'm like itching my face. I'm like, there's hair everywhere.
I do know that like BC is very expensive. Getting produce out there is not the same as getting fresh produce out in Ontario, even despite like the exorbitant prices that we're going
in
through
which, you know, of course, there's a little more gun ownership out there and a little more hunting happening
than
especially
Ontario.
In those well, not than Ontario.
Okay,
but
you might be thinking more than Ontario, more than like Toronto, but like
I'm speaking to this area of BC.
Ontario.
Like this area of BC, gun ownership in hunting is just
I mean,
a little more
so
common than what you might get in.
In
I was going to
general,
say northern
rural
Hamilton or northern.
Northern Ontario, northern BC, northern anywhere in Canada.
Rural anywhere,
probably.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like I've come from both like Ottawa Valley and from northwestern Ontario, like almost Manitoba. And so like a lot of hunters, because there's a lot of hunting, because there's a lot of land and there's a lot of ability to fill up your freezers and feed your family without
Get a
going to
little
the grocery
venison in
store.
there.
Right? Oh
Yeah.
man, if someone could bring me home some duck, I'd be like over the
Oh.
fucking moon.
Well, anyway,
Anyway, yes,
getting
guns,
this steering this
guns.
thing back on track here.
Guns, stay on topic.
Yeah. So, what I like, aside from a lot of what's been talked about here already, I think what's important to mention here is like police have said that they were called on multiple occasions to the home of the teenage suspect behind one of Canada's deadliest school shootings after concerns were raised regarding mental health problems and weapons. So this was a known thing. This was a known thing that, because of how underappreciated mental health initiatives are and that sort of thing, we let this apparently slip by the radar. Like, there's got to be some holes in this system because, what is it? I'm trying to find where it said this. Oh yeah. McDonald, was it? Police had attended that residence on multiple occasions over the past several years, dealing with concerns of mental health with respect to our suspect. McDonald said, Dwayne McDonald of the RCMP. On different occasions, the suspect had been apprehended under the country's Mental Health Act for assessment and follow-up, he added. McDonald also said that at least one of the interactions with police related to weapons. Police have attended that residence in the past, approximately a couple of years ago, where firearms were seized under the criminal code. At a later point in time, the lawful owner of those firearms petitioned for those firearms to be returned, and they were. The suspect had firearms license that had expired in 2024 and did not have any firearms registered in her home, he said. So there seems to be a massive gap here in that, okay, you apprehended this person under the Mental Health Act, and what happened? Okay, they were eventually released, okay, back into the home, back with the weapons that they were readily given. And again, I think the important thing to emphasize here at the lawful owner of those firearms petitioned for those firearms to be returned. So lawful owner, petition, they went through the legal channels, and all of this was allowed to happen.
So just to clarify, were the weapons that they used the ones from that lawful owner? So
yes. The weapons that the perpetrator had used were belonging.
They weren't registered in her name, so someone else in the house. So I'm assuming the parents.
Yeah, they were the parents' weapons. Yeah, that's what I've gathered at least. So with people across Canada horrified by the attack, questions raised as to why firearms had been returned to a home where police had been called to attend mental health concerns. Valid question. Valid freaking question. So it's just, it's such a shame that for whatever reason, that I'm sure reasons will come to find out as investigations continue and things like that, that this dangerous person slipped through the cracks and this was allowed to happen, and they did not get the attention they needed and the basically safety concerns of keeping weapons away from them. So there was a massive failure there. And one of the things I do have to commend the greater amount of journalism I've seen about this. Yeah, there we go. That's better. The greater amount of journalism I've seen about this is that, it has come out that the perpetrator is a trans woman, but almost including this Guardian article, CBC, a bunch of other stuff I've read, all gender her correctly. Don't make a big point of, this is a trans shooter, because leave it to social media to pick up that ball and run with it. And honestly, I get the impulsiveness for some people to want to argue with others online about this, where it's because the obvious conversation, you can already play the conversation in your head, probably beat for beat, without having to think too hard about it. But the shooter was trans and had mental health problems. Obviously there's this big problem with trans people, and then of course you know,
Then you bring out the
the
statistics of men, and then they're like,
0.1% of
"No,
people
yeah."
are trans that have committed mass shootings in the past 10 plus years. And of course, the vast majority of them have been white, cis, straight men, and all this, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
We know that song and
They
dance.
don't
We've done
care.
this Dog and Pony show. Yeah,
They're not interested.
they're not interested. They're not
Mm-hmm.
interested in having an honest conversation about this and unpacking, you know, mental health problems and access to weapons and blah, blah, blah,
Have
blah,
you
blah.
seen the ones that are doing the gun control doesn't stop shootings? Have you seen a lot of those?
No.
Yeah,
but I would
Oh
probably.
my gosh.
Nothing-
That's almost, I'm even more.
It's so lazy and so frustrating because
so
no law 100% stops crime. That doesn't happen anywhere. Like, you know, stealing is against the law. Stealing happens every day. So
like if I look up the amount of school shootings that happened in the US by now, you know, like it's gonna be a lot more. And I feel like it's pretty easy to tell what the
nothing
difference
is 100%. You can never prevent tragedies 100% of the time.
Yeah, laws are intended to lessen.
I feel like why do we have to say this obvious stuff? It's so brain dead obvious.
I know they always talk about common sense, politics, and stuff like that, and it's like it seems like they're lacking a little bit. Like,
they say common sense because they mean what I just thought now in my little pea brain.
Exactly. That's what common sense
this
is.
Little bean rattling around.
Common sense is a feeling. It's like I feel like
what
this
their
is
natural
correct.
assumptions about the world are, and protecting those natural assumptions.
I've seen this before, therefore that's the truth all the time.
Yeah. And so and then of course this article gets into some victim impact statements from, like, you know, the family of some of the children and things like that, which is I find extremely devastating. I have a hard time reading that part of stuff, so please forgive me for not getting into that. But
no, I was looking at the victims list and everything, and they did like little write-ups for each one, and I cried. Especially when they got to the point that, like, I think she shot like her own mom and stepbrother. And I was like that's like, you never expect your children to do that. And so like I can only imagine, like, it's so hard.
Like, and who knows, like, what level of manicness or psychosis they were in that moment and things like that. And so, like, you know, anybody can do with laws, regulations, help for people who need it is to try our best. And you know, it's just unfortunate that it seems like we have not been trying our best. And
well, that's the thing, like in Ontario, speaking from experience supporting family member like first/second hand, you need to navigate these things yourself with like very little fucking guidance.
And
you autistic kids here,
and you know, when
still
you're
on a wait list,
when you're already in a bad mental place, and you know you're kind of dealing with all this stress and all of these different kind of like things happening, and then trying to navigate the system to get yourself help. Especially when, like, it's an impossible ask. It's tremendous.
Especially when one of the solutions is, if you're in immediate crisis, is that we're going to section you in a hospital with a bunch of other crazy people. And I'm using this like crazy people, right? Like, this runs a fucking spectrum. But like, if you're going to be sectioning yourself in a hospital, you probably aren't going to be able to get sleep. Because the way that it's organized is just like everyone goes on the same floor, and whether their issues are that, you know, they scream 24/7, or they attack people, or, you know, you just you're in psychosis and just need a safe place, they're all in the same fucking place. And so God help you if you just needed for your mental health to recover someplace quiet and safe, because like it's safe insofar as there's staff, but it's not safe insofar as like you feel cozy.
You do not. I was sectioned, forewarned once when I was like 17, and they put you on the adult floor. You know, you're 17. They put you on the adult floor, and like that's like you're sleeping on a bed with straps. The straps aren't on you, but the straps are there, and you're just
And
like,
it's
oh
not
no.
COVID. Yeah, it's not a vacation. I mean, I like to joke that like sometimes I'd really enjoy that. Oh,
Didn't
he
mean
lost
didn't mean
us.
to do that. I was trying to get Nat big on the screen because I just wanted to highlight
Marmite.
Yeah,
the
you
eyes.
can do that. You can do.
The
You can.
eyes.
I don't remember how to do that.
If you figured out, cool. Otherwise, yeah, like I would love to have a grippy sock vacation, but that's under the assumption that like I could be in a quiet place to decompress and be alone. But that's not what that is. That's not what that is.
I
And
feel
like,
like
and who pays the bills while you're away?
yeah, that too. Yeah.
Right. And so like, yeah, because I've gone through with a family member trying to get into
Okay,
addiction
I just wanted
services.
to interject for a quick second. I'm going to walk away for 2 seconds while you wrap this up before we get to the next subject because I want to refill my drink. The next subject is fun stuff.
Yeah, super fun.
We're gonna have some laughs in the last section of the show.
Speaking of people that should be sectioned,
Come upstairs before you go away. Come upstairs.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So what I was gonna say is that like so I've also had like family member who was trying to get access to like addiction services like for detox and such. And what they say because this family member was asking about like what do I do about my bills and what do I do about my people who rely on me, and they're like, don't worry about it.
Don't think about it. Just don't.
It's like, yeah, you won't have, because that's the thing is that like even if the government pays for your literal stay, they don't pay for and they'll pay for your
OW doesn't even give you enough money for rent. You think a healthcare service is gonna help you with that?
Yeah.
Like, no, disability doesn't even.
Now I'm here.
Teleportation.
Yeah. Oh, baby, grab me another drink, please. That's why I asked you to come upstairs. Anyways. Okay. Anyways, so yes, breaking the fifth wall. Anyway, so like even if the government pays for you to go into detox before you go into rehab, what they don't do is cover your bills. And so if your concerns are like, how do I make sure I'm not homeless at the end of this? How do I make sure that like my cell phone gets paid so I can still contact people? How do I maintain custody of children? How do I maintain anything? Their solution when you go in, don't worry about it. Are you fucked? Like if you're gonna go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say it's so bad because then you come out and like I'm sorry, when you're homeless, like I've only been unhoused for a couple weeks, at one point, and it's like drugs are so helpful. Like they make you not hungry. They make you stay awake so that you can watch your stuff. They keep you from feeling temperature because it gets cold at night no matter the time of year. Like it's like, so like I never like if you're homeless, even if you went in homelessness sober, you're probably gonna do drugs. So like putting someone
well, also like what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to pass the time? Right? Yeah. And like and so the thing is that like I am so happy that we do have resources, even as flimsy as they are, to help people to deal with addictions. But like shitting fuck, they don't have the resources to make sure that once you are out of that very brief acute stage of detoxing and stopping drinking or drugs or whatever your habit happens to be, they don't have the financial supports, fucking the money. They don't give you money so that you can actually like take some time and continue to heal, because it's not a 4-week fucking process to go from addicted and homeless or just like
it's a process to get addicted to something. Like no one like does it. They're like, oh, I'm an addict. Like it's a process.
You don't realize you're an addict until you're like deep in it.
Like you had to build
and that's just when you admit it.
Yeah,
like you had to try the right substance before you knew. Like it's like dating. Like to be an addict, it takes a while,
Yeah.
And then there's a dozen different reasons why people get addicted, right?
And then you gotta deal with those before the addiction stops.
And there's a limit to your therapy, and so when that free therapy runs out, then it's like, well, I hope you're better now because you're done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you're not you're not better, you're not fixed. Well, put
We're
yourself
done with
another
you.
fucking waiting list.
So
Hope you find
you've
another
gone,
therapist.
Yeah,
that you
you've
connect
gone
with.
through the
Fuck off.
preset program.
Yeah.
You've reached the end.
Yeah.
You're still not better. Well,
Congratulations.
goodbye.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Sorry to
Here's
hear
a
about
paper
that.
Yeah.
Fuck
out
off.
certificate with your name on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Bye, guys. Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah,
The
let's
last
go into
subject of the
something fun.
day. I hope everybody is excited to see what's coming up.
I'm excited now.
Oh my God. Have you watched it? Because
I've
apparently
watched it too many times. I'll be honest.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if Nat knew that this is exactly what we were doing.
I watched it live. Okay, so we had the Super Bowl on the TV, but I'm like on my phone, okay?
I love it.
I was
I love it. Amazing.
There was a technical difficulty, so it started late, and it's like I was like
Yeah,
so mad.
that's what's really funny about it.
No.
First thing I wanted to point out about this is you got this clock at the bottom, events starting soon, right? And even right off the bat. Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, I want to let this play for a minute.
Yeah.
Rock and roll, all American.
Oh my God, I was so pumped. Like you don't even know.
So they got
my
this clock
Super Bowl.
counting down to when the live show is like supposed to begin.
Amazing.
But then that clock runs out and nothing happens.
Okay, imagine being there
No,
live
this is
though.
funny.
Like I
This
was
is-
watching.
yeah.
this
Why is she on
live.
it? Okay, this is new to me. Like
All right,
I
all
haven't
right.
watched
Yeah,
any of it.
yeah,
Why
I-
is she on a
I
toilet?
just-
What is happening?
This is only the type of commercial that you will
What?
see at this event. So I feel like it is worth noting because it will.
It is a
watch to
commercial.
the end.
Oh my God.
This
Oh
is
my
a
God.
commercial.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna buckle the fuck up.
Yeah, no, please.
I know you never expected this. The voices and the anger are so loud.
What? I like how the my body, my choice is like, my body, my choice. I'm gonna beat you into oblivion.
Telling you that you've
Wait, but there's a third option.
There's three. Are these options difficult?
I'm gonna not have sex.
Yeah.
But you deserve to know. Adoption is an option.
Okay, cool.
Like that's how they present. That's how they present adoption as being like. That's how they frame it. It's like there are so many more positive, lovely ways to present adoption as an option
Especially,
for
like,
people.
Especially if you're saying like, look, if you're worried about like the financial and physical stressors, these adoption agencies will help you to make sure that you get your medical care because it's the US.
Yeah.
It's the US where you have to pay to be pregnant, but also you can't pay to get unpregnant because they overturned Roe v. Wade.
Yep. And so adoption is an option. But
Also, I just want to add.
You should
like,
make that.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, as someone who has like physically given birth, when you're pregnant,
just going for a minute.
adoption is an option if you don't mind being pregnant. So,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
deal with
I have
that
no
first.
uterus. I yeeted the uter.
Having a kid, don't even think about that yet. Just think about, do I want to be pregnant? Because you can have a kid many other ways. Just think, do I want to be pregnant? Do I want to?
Yeah.
By the way,
Fuck no.
I had a cervical prolapse. That means your uterus and cervix start falling
yeah.
through your vagina. So if that
Yeah.
helps with whether or not you want to be pregnant.
Yeah, I mean, pregnancy is a horror show for human beings. you
Yeah.
know?
Body
And-
horror.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. My kick.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Oh yeah,
I'm
this
gonna
is a good one,
ignore the
too.
body horror and go on to the football. What is happening?
This is a whole new type of horror.
Turning Point USA. And every American who still believes freedom is worth defending. Thank you for your courage as an organization, your clarity.
In what other circumstance would you have a government official like actually acting like a host for this organization. Like you don't see politicians going on like even Fox or MSNBC going,
That's because
you're
it's
watching
stupid.
MSNBC, you know, but he's up there going, you know, TPUSA, like naming the brand and being on brand. Very strange.
And your leadership. And for this halftime show that the War Department is proud to support.
The War
This year we
Department.
mark 250 years
We're
since
all
a ban-
12.
The War Department is proud to support. Did you give money to this? What do you mean support?
Well, yeah, is it sponsored by the government?
Their fortunes and their sacred honor.
I mean, probably.
Their
For 2.5
sacred
centuries, Americans
sacred
have
honor?
answered that call on farms and factory floors, in shipyards and labs, in cockpits and foxholes, and in every uniform our nation has worn. Freedom is not automatic.
It's almost sounded like a pro-worker message, but obviously super hollow and meaningless, right?
Is defended
Are
by
we still in
our
foxholes?
nation and a ready force, and that's our job. To our troops, our veterans, and the families who serve alongside them, we
Fuck
say
you.
thank
No one else.
Got your back.
But also,
Hope
fuck your
you're enjoying
face.
this game. Happy Freedom 250, the things that really matter. God bless our warriors, and God bless our great republic.
That's how he throws a football. Sorry, it gets me every time.
Oh, it's so goofy.
That got me for the first time. This
Oh,
is my
it's
first
so
time.
a lot.
What was that?
Because honestly, the whole, like, if I were to sum up everything I've seen of this so far in one word, goofy. Goofy is the word.
like honestly,
goofy
like
is the only word for this.
The Onion could never.
Yeah. Honestly, if you ask the Onion to make like a joke event,
Yeah.
this picture is what it would look like.
It would. And
It would literally be just
people.
that.
People would criticize the Onion for being too on the nose.
Yeah.
Right. For
They'd be
being
like, this is don't look
4,
up.
3,
We know the joke.
2,
Like-
1,
honestly, we need
0.
Oops, we forgot how to count.
Oh my god, I
Okay,
yelled.
get this though. Okay, so we're at about the 26-minute mark when that happened. Okay?
Okay.
When does the event actually start? Oh, we're still going. We're still going. We're still going. We're still going. When does it actually start? Oh my god. Oh, there we go. At the 40-minute mark. 14 minutes of just
Okay, you
like-
guys need to talk to my husband because like we're sitting there and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, we before the in our pregame talk, Jessica and I were both saying how like our guilty / not so guilty pleasure is watching right wing media.
Oh my god,
Because,
so much.
Like yeah, and which I always find it hilarious when people like accuse me of being in an echo chamber because it's like, oh my god, I watch more of your shit than my shit. You know,
I
what
watch
mean?
more
Like,
of your shit than you do.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because I love how goofy this shit is, and it's just so bold on its face how dumb it all is. And so right from the get-go, as soon as this guy, like even this intro is just objectively hilarious.
But it got
right
so
from the
good.
start.
It got so good so fast, I
It's
forget
so
it.
good. Here we go.
I know.
And this one's for you, Charlie.
Oh my god, is that where that meme came from? The meme that I sent you of being like Erica Kirk is so upset that what's his face can't be here for this?
But the thing is just like the sound and the overall impact of those is just like this is his big intro. This is for you, Charlie.
Halftime show. And this one's for you, Charlie.
It's so limp-dicked. like
Erica Kirk, when she did her thing, I actually felt more WWE, you know? Like hers went
they got two of the like tiniest pyrotechnics and didn't even zhuzh it up with like a big explosion effect, sound effect or anything.
Pusa, whatever,
like,
has the technology. They're
This
just
one's
not
for
using
you,
it.
Charlie.
Indeed.
Oh, it's so good. And then like I don't know what they were going for with this. I feel like there was something like they were trying to go for some sort of like homely in the garage working man vibe with this, but just how this man even enters the stage, hilarious.
Okay. Oh, this fucking guy.
Yeah, it sounded like they tried to cut out the sound to avoid the popping noise of him actually plugging into the amp, but then it went muted for a second, then you heard the crackle come in, and then they muted again for a second. Just listen to the volume carefully for a second there. You see what I mean?
The audience
volume
goes,
drop off.
The audience goes, and then the sound, and then
It's so bad.
Okay.
Yeah. As a guitarist, oh my God, this rendition it is not difficult to make the American national anthem sound cool on the guitar. It's not difficult. It's kind of an epic sounding melody, right? So and it's not difficult to do on guitar because as long as you know what the notes are, you can hit them. For a singer, you have to be a little more trained because some of those intervals can be tricky. But I could analyze the crap out of this, but it's such mediocre at best guitar playing. Why did he do a double stop there? That made no sense.
You know what, they did this because he could memorize the words.
The little pops in the background.
I feel like they just didn't want to have to deal with the fact that someone sang it.
That someone what?
If someone sang the national anthem, you're opening yourself up for so much criticism.
You know, I get it. Like if you want to do like this all-American thing, Gibson guitar, I understand.
I need to see this guy's papers. I don't know if he's American.
Yeah. Well, that is clearly. I can just tell you by looking at it that is either a Gibson or an Epiphone, which is
the cheaper version. Guitar. I'm talking about the white man. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. But you'll probably notice that you conveniently never see the headstock because they're not going to show the brands, right?
That would cost money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people that get upset about that. Yeah. Oh wait. That is a Gibson. I could see the headstock there.
They would have been good at that job. Never good at redacting.
Oh, now more people are entering.
Oh, white man dreads! Christ!
They're trying to hit every market.
And now, where the go?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the All-American Halftime Show.
Didn't another guy come out? Didn't another guy come out and say welcome to the show? And now they got a second. Okay.
Okay, but also, what is his hair?
It's giving.
Nana had to pick a
youth pastor pulling up the chair backwards.
11-year-old getting his first real haircut. Like he's like, I want to fade, but like
that is not even. That is.
I like the checkerboard.
It's strong youth pastor vibes. I went to a couple people in high school that looked like this, and they were definitely youth pastors. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that half my high school looked like that.
Get to it.
Curly looked like
it's real American.
Real American. Who are these guys? Here we go.
Literally.
Where's Dad Rock?
Don't besmirch my dad like that.
Okay, so now I can at least hand it to them in a realistic way. The big sound with those pyrotechnics. Okay, actually good. I'm seeing some competency
here. With the Charlie
here.
Kirk thing?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like just and then the weird timing when he was doing the anthem solo there of the pops, and it's just like, back that up with like a bass kick or something, just so the audience has a little bit of impact for that. And just how small and sparse it was. It just very, very weird. But this, I'll give it to them. They're actually good. Brantley Gilbert.
If I was writing a character that was right wing, if I was if I fictionally writing a character that was, and like I would write
I love
him
more than being an outlaw.
Brantley Gilbert, whatever the fuck his name is, like that sounds like a book talk name. Like I'm writing about a redneck. Like that is what.
That's good. That's good. I don't think we need to sit through all of that.
Please don't let us not see Fish Guy. I don't need to hear that song.
What's the Fish Guy?
He can't fish, and it's true.
That Fish Guy.
Okay, you know Fish Guy.
I don't know who Green Pantsuit is, but I'm surprised at a TPUSA event they had a pantsuit. I can guarantee you, if Charlie Kirk was still in charge, we wouldn't have no pantsuits on that stage. Okay,
that looks like a lesbian.
I think
Hillary
was trying
Clinton
to look like Carrie Underwood. I think she was trying to look like Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, she's a pantsuit person,
she
right?
Is like a pantsuit,
I feel like I've seen her in pantsuit.
She loves the shoulder pads. I feel like they were like, we can't afford Carrie Underwood. She kind of went underground after the Trump thing ruined her career. So maybe we can find someone that looks like her.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just like go to the end of her performance. I'm gonna get some idea of what's happening here.
Okay, I also want to check out this pantsuit because so far,
oh my god,
it's giving Handmaid's Tale, eh?
It's giving Handmaid's Tale.
It's giving very poorly made.
It's giving Temu.
It's very Temu looking. Like the collars.
She bought it on Shein.
How bunched up it is in the shoulders there. Like this is not something that was made to fit her. Oh, how far that collar is coming down, and it's still bunched looking. Oh my god. You know,
even like the shoulders, they're too wide.
Oh yeah. I wasn't even going to comment on the pantsuit. I was going to comment on the sound, because for this lady that's obviously supposed to be this voice, right? Like she's out there in the front of the stage. The rest of the band is hidden in the dark in the back, but her vocals are buried. Am I wrong? Sounds like she's not
like, I can't tell if it's her not belting or the sound not projecting.
Weren't they saying that this was all pre-recorded? They were live anyway.
Yeah, she sounds like she's being timid. Yeah. Like she's a little
shy, nervous,
like shy.
This was her first performance.
Also, her pants are too fucking long.
Like, it reminds me of how, like, I think I did my first like singing performance for a high school event. Like it was like literally everybody gather in the auditorium. The music class is going to play stuff for you. And like, you know, me at like 15. Yeah. Like that was, that's what it sort of reminds me of.
You say he hung the moon, I say he hung the galaxy. Nobody does it better the way it goes rain.
I love country female vocalists. I love when they're all like up in their nose.
I know. I thought Britney Spears was like bad for the nasal tone, like singing through your nose. Like, oh my god, that is all through the nose. She is just purely blasting everything through here, and it's not articulated. You can't understand a fucking word.
Look, I will live and die for like Dolly and for Reba. Right? They're like, I'm not saying that country as an entire genre is caca and duty. Traditionally,
there's some great country. There's some excellent country. I do not deny that.
I won't lie. I was a Gretchen Wilson fan back in the day. So, you know, I love a little good, you know, drinking songs. She sang songs for drunk women. So that was for me.
The song itself is so generic. Like it has that could have been written by AI sort of feeling to it.
Probably was one of the good ones.
What did she say?
Also, I like how the snipers are not quite making it to her.
Like she does not have enough charisma to be Eddie Vedder and not be intelligible, right?
Enunciate.
Okay. Sorry, now I'm picturing it. If you know SNL, College Humor, whatever, they did do a skit. The Onion did do a skit like this. Now I'm imagining them actually having the snipers miss and people thinking it's a light show.
Yeah.
That's where they could put the joke.
I'm thinking of the Weird Al Smells Like Nirvana gag with the marbles literally falling out of his mouth. Yeah.
Well, I was actually. This actually kind of makes me think of Weird Al, all about the Pentiums. Going into all about the Benjamins.
I vaguely remember.
Like
I remember.
Okay. We don't need to revisit it right now.
Is this Kid Rock? No, this is somebody else. Who's this?
Oh, okay. Is it the guy who doesn't feed his dog?
No.
Guy, you can't have a beer.
You can't
have beer. Give the guy a beer.
Let him feed his dog.
He just wants to fish. Get this man a fish. You know what they say about teaching a man to fish? He will respect trans people. That's apparently the rule.
Let him feed his dog and he'll stop attacking women.
You can teach a man to fish, but that doesn't stop him from getting distracted by all those boys in dresses. So what is it with the Bry sound in country? Am I wrong? Like Bryson, Bryce, Brian, Braden, the BRY.
Well, I mean, it's kind of the that one meme of the Bachelorette and the white guys.
Braden,
Graydon, Hayden,
and
O'Kaden. Yeah.
So it's in that genre. Yeah.
Which I want to be. Okay, I have a child. He's almost 16. His first name.
For a second, I thought you were going to say like something sinister. I have a child.
You won't believe it, but I got it.
If you want to get it back.
If you don't stop this nonsense in the next 30 seconds.
16 years ago, Braden. Uncommon name. I don't know any Bradens going up, okay? I wanted to spell it fucking weird. I wanted to add a Y in there. I thought, like an AE. Unfortunately, I was with a man that said no. And I was like, okay. But I was also a teenager, so I didn't know any better. Now try telling me no. Yeah. That's how we ended up with 3 cats. But my son doesn't generally go by his first name anymore. He goes by his middle name.
Which is
Ernest.
Or if you don't want to say it.
Ernest.
You know what? There's not enough Ernests in the world.
That was my great-grandfather's name.
Yeah, that's a great name. There needs
so
to be
he goes by Ernest, but he was a Braden, unfortunately, and that was my fault, and I accept my mistake.
And if he doesn't end up singing country, then it's like naming a kid like Jarvis and he's not a butler, right? Like you can't do that. The kid has to be a country singer now.
Diamond. Like, what are you doing?
I had a friend.
Oh, here he is. Here's the man who just wants to feed his dog.
He's so good.
Wait, maybe he does a couple songs. Okay, so he comes out here with the microphone. Oh my god, why? Like they all look like the
my
Righteous
stepdad.
Gemstones.
Oh no, sorry. Continue.
The major Righteous Gemstones vibes all the way. This guy after this
major
event,
Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah. This guy after this event talking about like his family values and just wanting to feed his dog is definitely doing some lines of coke off some titties.
Yeah, he is.
And you know what? I don't fault him for that. Just don't go out there.
It's a fun time.
Which is probably why he thinks he can't both look at trans people and feed his fish at the catch a fish, feed his dog at the same time.
I figured it was already assumed, but the titties in question are going to be a trans woman for sure.
Oh,
100%.
And he's not going to tip.
Like he specifically asked
you can't be emotional enough to write this into an AI prompt unless you're actually looking at it,
Yeah.
All right. When's the shitty song begin?
They push back, I'm push and shove.
Push back, I'm push and shove.
I pushed my wife when she asked me to do the dishes.
These guys really think they can do Backstreet Boys songs, but just sing it like this. and that makes it manly.
Backstreet's back. All right.
There we go. Okay, I feel like this is where it is. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, Charlie, he gave people microphones.
Charlie
What
did.
was on their mind?
Is he wearing
College
contact lenses?
kids
We are
specifically.
Charlie Kirk. you
Y'all
guys
are a
hear
bunch of
that
fucking weird-
song? No. Okay.
I don't mean.
I won't go into the Charlie
Oh,
Kirk memorabilia.
You know,
song.
he
I
is
watch a
off-
lot of right wing content.
he is so groomed. You know what I mean?
Well, that's
like,
that's
For
what
a
I'm-
manly man.
He goes to a
Although
bar.
he has
Yeah.
colored his beard.
He's gotten some
He's not
professional
naturally
tanning,
discolored.
professional
He's
makeup.
gray. Yeah, he's graying.
Look
and
at
he's
his
covered.
eyebrows.
Yeah,
I
the
know,
just for
I know.
men, the well plucked
That's- okay.
eyebrows.
Well, I wouldn't
Oh.
say well
Okay.
plucked because there's a divot.
I mean, they've been plucked well, as
They've
in
been
excessively.
just not
yeah,
well.
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
let's not hate on just for
You
men.
have to-
Okay, I use that for my eyebrows.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not hating. I'm noticing.
Yeah,
But
I'm
his eyebrows look
acknowledging.
like how I draw them for cartoon characters.
I used
Like
to
really
use
big
Just for
and then really
Men.
little.
I used to use Just for Men to darken my mustache because when I first grew it,
Yeah.
it was really, really blonde.
Me too.
And
Interesting.
and it didn't match how dark the head. Like I got those Celtic genes, right, where it's like your facial hair is like a different color than your head hair.
Fortunately, me too.
Yeah. And so it was I felt like weird. I'm like, why is my face hair so blonde and my head hair so dark? So I just used Just for Men, and there was a couple times when I first used it, I like left it in for that minute too long, and it turned out like super dark. Yeah. But
well, I
yeah,
don't know if you guys know this, but this isn't my natural hair color.
What?
So, yeah.
What?
It's a piece of bear break.
What?
Bear break.
I-
Breaker bear of bad news.
oh,
You know what I mean?
wow, wow. Major revelations are being made
Yeah,
today.
tonight my mind's just like all over the place.
Wait, what did you say?
This is what's on mine.
Oh,
This
this
is
what's
what's
on
on
mine.
his-
What's
his
on his
mind.
mind? Okay.
Yeah, because he has a microphone that Charlie Kirk gave him.
This is what's on his mind. This is what. Just a preamble. This is what I spend a lot of my time thinking.
No, he's spitting. No, he's spitting this track. This is all on the brain.
Ding, da, bing, ding, bing, da, bing.
I
Freestyle.
just want to catch my fish, drive my truck,
He wants to kiss his
drink my
fish.
beer,
He wants to drive drunk.
not wake up to all
Hey, that's a human
I just
right.
want to drive a beer and drink my truck.
And fuck my kid.
I
My
wanna
fish.
drive drunk.
Like the same kind of gun I hunt with. Just killed another man.
I want to use an AK-47 to take down a goose.
I just want to cut my grass, feed my dog, wear my boots.
But no one lets me do any of these
Well,
things because
yeah.
my boots have
My
turned into
wife
plum.
said no.
My dog is now a cat. My grass is now
Wait, right out of that-
natural
I still
flora.
live with my parents, and they
Right
keep
out of that,
telling me no
like,
to
do you
things.
guys
I'm in an
remember
apartment.
the Bo Burnham country song?
Oh,
Yes,
don't get me
yes,
started on
1,000
Bird
times, yeah.
pandering. It's called pandering,
pandering,
yeah.
yeah,
I love-
like
I
my
love a good Bo Burnham.
$3,000 boots. Like, yeah, this guy, like his, I can't see his shoes so much. I assume he's wearing country boots, but they're covered by his obviously
Oh yeah,
very
you can
expensive
see
jeans.
the heel. You know, he's
Obviously,
recording.
very expensive leather jacket. I can tell you that is about a $6,000 or $7,000 guitar he's holding in his hands.
What?
And I'm talking in Canadian dollars though, so I don't. Maybe it's different in America. But and then that gold chain and extremely manicured face. Yeah, he's a real all country man's man, as you can
Noun,
tell.
simple adjective.
And yeah,
I just
so
want to drink my coffee, but
Yeah.
someone asked me my
Yeah,
pronouns, so
he
now
is
I can't
listing
drink
things.
coffee because it involves pronouns.
is it they're all things that are easy to do. So what is stopping you from doing it?
What is me?
I went
fucking
to the
dog.
store. I bought my
what could be
beer.
stopping you?
And I turn the TV on, sit and watch the evening news. Be told if I tell my own daughter that little boys ain't little girls.
Then someone will come out and shoot me in the face. They took me out and they shot me in the
You country.
Oh my god. So,
Sorry, I memorized these songs. I love
these
them
are
so
the
much.
same
Like-
people. These are the same people 10 years
You guys
ago
found my hyperfixation. Oh no.
who championed who championed the terms snowflake, triggered.
Well, and a lot of these have like
you're too sensitive. If you don't like it, just don't watch it.
Okay, but litter was literally developed by Fight Club, which literally is an if you look outside the movie and you look outside Brad Pitt being cool and hot, there's like more to the story.
The author is just like, this is bad, and these dudes are
man,
like, this is great.
When Fight Club came out, like he wasn't known as a gay man yet, but it's all there. And then it like literally called for incel culture, and they're like, no, snowflake means you guys. It's like that's
and so now this man is telling us all I want to do is just be country and do my country stuff, but then I see things on TV that I don't like sometimes, and that just ruins my life. Like what? Bro, what?
Being in a country area, if you're real that country and you're living in a rural area, I doubt you've ever seen a trans person, because all the people living there that are trans are scared shitless to come out.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
This is why trans people congregate and queer people congregate to those cities you're so afraid of, because they don't want to be around you either.
That's why they wait to come out until they're safe, because you weirdos think you can't walk your fucking dog and feed your fucking fish if they wear a dress.
You just had a woman out there before you performing a pantsuit.
Like you're literally
the enemies were calling from inside the house.
I wonder if it's something he kind of griped about on the inside a little bit. Like, you think backstage before he went on, he was like, well, she's wearing a pantsuit, and I guess
he didn't even look hot in it.
She's being demure, so I guess it's okay.
You can't be a woman. Be a wife. How many kids she have? Does she have children? If not, she's worthless.
It's so funny to think that, like, you're literally putting into song that you are triggered by sometimes seeing and hearing things that you don't like,
that are confusing to you.
That you made a whole song about it.
Your dog's starving to death, and you're just like, I gotta watch the news.
And you poured so much emotion into it. Like, how do you take this seriously? How?
It's amazing. Like, I believe it. I believe he feels these feelings.
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
I'm gonna blow
maybe
his
he's
mind.
just delivering, and this is all a paycheck to him. Whatever. But like that, nonetheless, this is the delivery you chose to go with because you knew it was going to sell.
And
so
the thing is, he thinks
something.
it's gonna sell because somebody believes this.
Somebody
believes. Fuck.
Exactly.
That reminds me. There's like a skit. I'm not sure if it's from I'm not sure from whence the skit has come, but it's basically because of those liberals, now I have a gay husband. Now I got to kiss him every morning, make his coffee. I hate it. It's terrible. Now I have a husband who loves me and respects me, and we have to adopt this child together, and we have a loving relationship. All these liberals. Look at what they're driving us to. I will make love to his ass tonight and every night, because that's what the culture dictates now. It's terrible. It's terrible.
So, I'm cutting you off. I'm playing you out because
it's okay.
We got to get to Kid.
We're done. I've not heard this yet either, because you're not actually playing it right now, James.
You're not playing the video. I just hear the audio.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
It's just the three of us.
Oh, I got to get up on the screen.
Kid is not.
There we go. Sorry.
Yeah. Let us in.
So. Okay. I just want to point out, right off the bat here, this outfit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that if this were a Democrat event, right, and you had somebody up on that stage wearing that urban outfit,
Who
You
had
know,
a tan just a little too much.
Hey, they got mad at Obama for wearing a
like,
beige suit. They'll
yeah,
get
you know,
mad at
like,
everyone.
well, and they talk
Okay.
about like professionalism and appearances and things like that. So putting myself in their minds, right? You know that they would have some like negative commentary about this. So it's like I know pointing out the hypocrisy falls on deaf ears when it comes to them, but I mean I can just enjoy the silliness of it, I guess.
Please welcome our homie, Kid Rock.
You see homie or homie?
Okay, so as far as I could tell, no one introduced those guys who the announcers were. They were just 4 guys on stage, and only one of them
We're
talked.
black, and therefore
then
we
they
Yeah,
have
I think
credibility.
it was to give Kid
Then they
Rock
left immediately.
legitimacy. I think that's what it was. It was like, see, he's from the streets, even
Yeah,
though
yeah.
he's in a
Like,
grown
who
up
are
middle
those
class.
He's
guys?
people
Why
racist
life.
as
did
shit,
they-
but he gives us a paycheck. And I love that they have to go from a song from like what 25, 30 years ago.
Yeah. It gets
Like
good. Don't worry.
I have nothing current. Because
Now
no
pay
one will
attention.
listen
His
to my
DJ's
bullshit.
back there, not lit up. That's important for later.
Throwing up
Is
the
it?
devil horns at this their Christian event.
Is there an age at which you stop calling yourself kid? Should you not call yourself senior rock?
To be fair, little Bow Wow that became Bow Wow, but Kid Rock never
That's what
grew
I'm
up.
saying,
You know,
right?
Yeah.
Senior discount rock. Like,
I
come
know
on.
I'm just, I because it's so good. I just have to
Elder Rock,
repeat the joke that everybody's been saying. You know, Kid Rock is a good name for Epstein Island.
Epstein Island. Yeah.
I hadn't heard that one yet.
You hadn't heard that?
Look at his little legs.
I was gonna say, I'm like, dude, it's like day for a kid.
Hey, those there are America's legs, okay?
There's no fucking flimsy.
Okay, so let's just note that right off the bat, he's sometimes putting the mic up to his face. Sure, he's being a showman, whatever. I can understand if the ball with the ball part was just sang by his backing band. But as far as I can tell, like no one in his backing band there has a microphone. He is the only one that has a mic.
Look, they just did like a slightly Michael Jackson move and also like flip my thing. Embarrassing, and I want to call it myself.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Obvious lip syncing. There's no excuse for this kid. We are
It's not
caught
even
red-handed.
live.
This moment right here,
Except
he is
his
obviously
excuse,
not
Jimmy,
singing.
you're missing what he said on Fox News the next day. Come on, you think he didn't have a defense?
He was not there for that line. He was not there.
No.
We all saw it. God damn it. It's not that it's comparable in its magnitude, but these people will believe anything, right? Like they believe Renee Good tried to run that guy over, right? They believe what is it? Alexander Preddy was a terrorist, So
Okay, I want to say,
of course these people will believe Kid Rock was singing here.
When it comes to those people, they're slowly pillaring off. It's like every incident, a few more kind of come to it,
Yeah.
It's not. It's like they're dribbling off. Yeah, I kind of saw it with Renee Good, and then I saw with and sometimes like a few of them realize, and they're like, "Oh, we can't."
You know what I think? And that it's interesting.
I feel like a lot have sunken cost fallacy.
Yeah,
a lot.
Absolutely.
They can't admit that they've been wrong for so long.
I was saying this to a friend earlier because I was seeing on her post that like there was a guy who was kind of going off and being really weird in his commenting, like to the point where you're like, should I say something? But being careful, I DM'd her. I was like, is this guy like okay? And she's like, oh, he's a good friend. He's a good guy. He's just,
but he's not okay.
Yeah, but but basically that was what she said. So I took that as okay, like I'm not to go hard on it. I'm not to like start chirping him in the comments and taking him to task, right? So I just kind of like let it be. But it's sort of like, reminds me of that kind of energy.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, that's a line that we draw, right? Is that like assuming that people have all their faculties sometimes does us a disservice.
Yeah.
But at the same
there's a lot of
time,
crazy people. And,
but at the same time, it's just like,
and people
do
are
I
different
seriously-
online.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just like,
Or
people
how
are different
stuff reads
online.
They
How-
are.
how-
When you
Yeah.
are
Or-
seeing people face to face, like I tend to call people out less online because they don't care. But if you
Yeah.
see them face to face and you call them out,
yeah.
they're
Yeah.
more likely to back down. And even if
Yeah.
they don't change their mind, but they back down, they have to go home and think about that. That
Absolutely.
they couldn't defend their own points.
Yeah. But it's also like the fact that we are presumably all adults in the year of our Lord 2026. I'm saying that, like, yes, there's occasions where we interact with like minors because we're in forums where, like Facebook or Reddit or what have you, or there's no age verifications, and so legitimately you could be dealing with someone who hasn't fully finished developing and realize themselves, and but at the same time, when you're dealing with people who are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and we have to treat them as though they're disabled, that gives me pause about the level of discourse and what media is doing to them.
Yeah.
Because like if we cannot have an honest conversation with someone, but they're able to like imbibe all of this propaganda,
Right. Exactly.
then like what amount of kid gloves is going to be able to counteract that?
I don't
Right?
think treating someone with a disability with kid gloves is the right way to go about it anyway.
But
Like
I'm not
that,
disagreeing
I'm
with
saying
you.
that
I'm
as
not
someone
disagreeing
that
with
has
you.
children
Good
with
point. Good
disability.
point.
Yeah.
Like I have like my son, he has epilepsy. Is a rare form of epilepsy. It causes he used to have hundreds of seizures a day. Now we're around 20, but they last so it's always like, sometimes he just misses information because he's having a seizure and you can't always tell, and it lasts 2 seconds, so it's almost like a broken telephone. And we are like, he can take in the information. His cognitive abilities are not less because of his disability.
Right.
So we don't treat him cognitively less. We just like, okay, if you need us to repeat something, let us know.
Yeah.
And then like our daughter, she's 8, she's still in diapers. Well, she's almost 8, but she's still in diapers, stuff like that. But there's certain things she knows how to do. She can make you craft dinner, no problem. And so it's like when it comes to certain tasks, I'm not gonna baby her, but when it comes to like potty training, I know she needs a little bit more help there. And I feel like, you're talking to these 50-year-olds that like 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds that likely have friggin' lead poisoning, which might limit their cognitive ability. But then it's also, I'm going to take their cognitive ability as it is. It's like, okay, you said something dumb. You might just be dumb. I'm not going to believe you.
That's the thing. When you reach a certain maturity level and engage with the world in a certain way, you have to expect certain results, right? Like and
I've met people with Down syndrome way smarter than I've met people that are apparently neurotypical and completely, so it's always just like, until you ask me different, I'm gonna treat you like I treat you.
Well, like I get the frustration in that, like it kind of it reminds me of like the what is it, what's his name, the Australian comedian Jeff something Jeffries, Jim Jeffries.
I don't know a lot of Australian comedians, to be honest.
But he had the bit about gun control and in Australia, and he was talking about like in relating to gun control, like society can only move as fast as its slowest members. And I think there's actually something kind of wise in there outside of like kind of the satirical humor of it. But yeah, like if you have a bunch of people who aren't ready to take in a certain type of technology or take in a certain type of messaging, and then it's just sort of thrust upon them and they don't know how to decipher it, and they don't know, and it's just sort of like stimulus, like how propaganda and AI and all this stuff is being sort of thrust upon people, and a lot of us don't know how to take it, and it's kind of the same level, and it's like, and maybe we should start to think about how we regulate things through that lens.
I think on top of that, it like part of the regulation needs to also be our education system, because our education
that's a big part of it. Absolutely.
Worse. And then on top of that, like I mean, like we don't have time now, but like maybe next week we definitely need to get into what Ford is doing to Ontario education right now. For post-secondary, like. Without things with OSAP, I would not have been able to complete my degree. So,
So yeah, like you have legions of people who weren't ready for the internet, for the
and people don't read
propaganda that was going to be on it.
The only thing they read is the internet.
Yeah. And
that's
not being taught how to
objectively fucking bad.
Objectively, yes.
Objectively,
and it's like you see the fallout of that, right? So it's not necessarily like that these people are just so fundamentally stupid or broken on some level that like cannot be fixed or whatever.
No.
Like I think we try to look at the problem for, I don't know,
communication, like how do we
what
reach
it actually
people?
is,
So like I'm gonna end off with like, yes, there's some people who are fundamentally broken, like Fuentes. Fuck that guy into the ground to death, whatever.
Can you imagine being the leader of a white supremacy group and then also being like Mexican? Like, it's crazy.
Like, yeah. So there's some people who are fundamentally broken, but we can't treat.
I don't know. He's
DEI for everyone, but actual
people.
Fuentes
seems gay as hell to me too.
He is.
Everything else.
Yeah, literally. And so like we can't treat everyone like they are that example. We can have outliers who are just like, like beyond, right? Like fully an adult, fully and has all his faculties, fully in charge of his decisions and in charge of that. I think there is absolutely a argument for education and for media literacy and media responsibility. The ways that we have not seen in Canada or the US, media responsibility for like being able to not just do both sides, because often both sides are one person saying don't feed your children arsenic, and the other side is saying like, oh, it's natural, and we can't treat both sides the fucking same.
Sometimes the side is right.
Sometimes one side is like objectively fucking you will poison your child and they will die. And so like we need better balance. I don't have the answers as to how to force balance.
Sort of relate to that. A funny point. For a long time in all places, Italy, tomatoes were largely considered to be poisonous. And the reason for this is because it became very common for people to eat off of plates that were made with lead. And when you put the acid from the tomato on the plate and it mixed with the lead, it would extract the lead and you would end up eating it, and it made people sick, and so thus they associated that sickness with tomatoes. And it's like, yes, that is based on what you observed, that is a fair assumption to make, but sometimes things are a little bit
that's
deeper
also
than
the
that.
same with peanuts in North America, actually. When it comes to children, children in India don't develop peanut allergies at the same level that children of North America did. And it was because people were so afraid to feed their infants peanuts, they would wait until they were a year or two.
Yeah.
And so the kids would develop an allergy to it because they hadn't had peanuts for almost 2 years of their life.
I've heard that before. Like
I did baby-led weaning with my youngest. We didn't do baby food at all. And that's what they recommend, is to actually start peanuts at 6 months when you first start solid food.
Fascinating.
Yeah, so it's like
Okay.
a common thing everywhere. It's like people experience it. They're like, oh yeah, kids these days have so many allergies. Don't give your baby peanuts because they might have an allergic reaction. That ends up being the cause of the allergic reaction. So
Yeah, how are you supposed to know if they have an allergic reaction until they
you're
have
supposed to test it. Yeah, when they're young, but people would wait because they'd be too scared because it was picking up. It was just like, yeah, a thing.
Everybody watched My Girl and yeah.
Yeah, and it caused millennials got so scared.
That movie was traumatic.
Exactly.
If it were peanuts
Scarred
coming
a whole
out of
generation.
if it were peanuts coming out of that hive as opposed to bees, then I
didn't even think about that. Like, yeah, like we just got so scared of allergic reactions. We're just like, no, nothing.
Yeah.
No, but it was a fun show. Thank you for going on that long ride with us, ladies and gentlemen. If you did stick around for the whole live stream, I know some people were coming in and out there. Or if you're watching this after the fact at like double speed.
Or if you're listening to us wherever you get your podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, we're distributed everywhere now. I forgot about that.
We're everywhere now, wherever you get your podcast.
By the way, just confirmed this today. If you are in the Ottawa area, I am playing the Dominion Tavern on March 6th, Friday night. So come out to that show if you want tickets or want to know how to get in. Do send us an email or a message, or if you want to be on the show, if you have a question for the show, anything like that, email theroughgo@gmail.com.
If you have any solutions to society's ills, please let us know.
Or if you hate us and want to debate, that's
that too. That's totally cool.
I need a good one. We need to catch some meat. I want a fish, god damn it.
It's been a while since I had a crazy guy. It's been a while since I had a crazy guy on here.
I'm trying to get my dad on or my stepdad on. I'm trying to.
That'd be fun.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, as always, we're signing off, and ladies and gentlemen, stay rough.